Good afternoon, children. As you know that we have completed chapter number 4. All the questions and all the sections has already covered. So today now we are going to revise this topic from the beginning to the last. So one by one I will discuss the points, whatever point we have already discussed in this topic and what the point are very important. Some points are very much important. So I will discuss one by one all the points here. So let's start this topic one more time, that is revision purpose. That is the first of all we discuss in this topic determinant. In this topic determinant, what is the definition of the determinant? You know very well. I have already told you it is the interlinked with the matrix and it is any number, yeah, it is any value. So I have already told you the definition of this one. So what was the main points of this topic? I am going to discuss those points here. The first point was the minors. First point was the minor, and the second point was the cofactor. We have discussed here minor and cofactor. So this is the any determinant is here a11, a12, a13. So if we have to find out the minor of this one, if have to find out, actually these are the elements of this one. If we have to find out the minor of a11, so minor of a11 means eliminate this row and this column, and the determinant of the remaining part is known as the minors. The determinant of the remaining part is known as the minors. Next point was the cofactors. So cofactor means, so after calculating the minors, you should make the determinant again after finding the minors. Similarly, you will find out the minor of a21, a22, a23, a31, a32, a33. You can easily find out the minors of all the terms. After finding the minors, you can make any determinant here. Whatever the minors, I don't know what QB minor, whatever the minors. Then the simplest method is this one, that you should put the sign like this here. That means this one, this and this, they are the four corners. Here you should apply the negative sign and rest will be positive sign. Is it okay? Like this, rest will be positive sign. This will be positive, this will be positive, this will be positive, and this will be positive, and this will be positive. So this will be the cofactor. So now cofactor is completed. Otherwise one more method is here, that is plus minus. This is the sequential. I told you plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus. This is this things. Next slide is this one. What is the in the next point we discuss area of the triangle. So you know the area of the triangle in the lower classes, that is half of base into it. That was the area of the triangle of right angle triangle. But here we have to find out the triangle whose coordinate of the vertices are given to you. So this can be easily calculated with the help of the determinant. How we can calculate? You should put the vertices, coordinate of the vertices like this way: x1 here x1 y1, this one, then x2 y2, x3 y3. Here you should put 1 1 1. After that you should solve it like this. Half, as usually, expand. You should expand the determinant along r1. I have already told you, always try to expand the determinant along r1. So after calculating, you will find any answer of this one. So if any case you find the 0, if area of the triangle in any case you find the 0, you can say that the points are collinear. That means it is not forming a triangle. It is not forming a triangle because the area triangle. Because if these points are area cannot be calculated. That means these points are like this way. These points are in a straight line. So these points are collinear. So this is the concept. Next slide. I have taken the one question based on this triangle. These are the vertices of the triangle, and you have to find out the area of the triangle. Half of vertex x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3, 1 1 1, and after calculating I come to know this is 61 by 2 unit. It is not equals to 0, so we can say that it is points are not collinear. So I think this question can be done, and you can solve the questions based on this question. Rest question you should try to solve from your book also. So now we should move on the next part. So next part is adjoint of the matrix. What is the adjoint of the matrix? You know the adjoint means, you know, the minors and the cofactors. So now we will deal with the cofactors, not with the minors. So cofactors are more important than minors here in this part. So what is the adjoint? Adjoint means the transpose of the cofactor matrix is called as the adjoint. That means you will find out the cofactor matrix, and then you will do the transpose of that one. After doing the transpose of that one, whatever you get, that is the adjoint of the matrix. Is it okay? That means adjoint means to calculating the adjoint, first of all you should find out the cofactors, and after finding out the cofactors you should make the matrix, and after making that matrix you should do the transpose. Transpose, what is the transpose? Transpose means convert rows to column and column to rows. After converting rows to column, yeah, that means after interchanging rows to column and column to row, you will get the transpose. So here like this, so I have taken this question here, 2 3 1 4, this is 1 4 and this is 1 4, and you should calculate the cofactors. I have represented the letter, capital letter, I have represented cofactor by capital letter, otherwise you can also represent by small letter as you need, that is no matter. A11 I told you, A11 eliminate first row first column, the rest part is known as the cofactor, determinant of rest part. Similarly like this, and after that you should put here this sign convention. Here is the this matrix, so here you should put negative sign, here and like this. So this is the adjoint of this one. We are moving to the next slide. Another question, inverse of the matrix. After that we calculated the inverse of the matrix. 100% you will find one question based on the inverse of the matrix. So what is the inverse? Inverse calculate karne ki, that means you have to calculate the inverse. So before calculating the inverse, one more thing I just want to tell you, it should be clear to A and A inverse is always gives an identity matrix. A and A inverse always gives an identity matrix. Is it okay? So now for finding the A inverse, if this is the matrix, any matrix is there, this may be of 2 by 2 and it may be of 2 by 3, whatever it may be, it is not the matter. It may be maximum 3 by 3, but now it is a matrix of here 2 by 2. I have just taken any for any example. So now children, so I am here mentioning the algorithm. What is the algorithm for solving such type of the question? Because this question 100% will be in the examination paper, either this or based on this. So first of all, what you have to do, first of all, any determinant, any matrix will be given to you. First of all, you should find out the determinant at step number 1. That means you should find out the determinant of A. Then as you know that determinant is any value, any number. So it gives any number. If it comes 0, so you will not think anything. You will stop at that point. But if it doesn't come 0, that means we will continue the question. 100% its value will be other than 0. So it is not equal to 0, then we will continue. Find the cofactor matrix. I have already discussed how we can find out the cofactor matrix. Then find adjoint of A. We have already discussed what is the adjoint of A. Adjoint means transpose of the cofactor matrix. Then A inverse equals to adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. So like this is the process, and later on we will discuss the questions based on this word problem. I will tell you later on. So now I am discussing the question based on this point. Here you can take, question is given to A, this one A is equals to this, and you have to find out A inverse. You have to find out A inverse. You have to find out A inverse. You have to find out here A inverse. Is it okay? Okay, so A inverse, first of all, according to our algorithm, first of all, this is the first step. We will find out determinant of A. Determinant of A equals to -3. It is not equals to 0. I have mentioned here, it is not equals to 0. Therefore, we will continue. And after that, what we will find? We will find out the cofactors. I have already discussed the process of finding the cofactors. How we can find out the cofactors? Then you will make the cofactor matrix. You will make the cofactor matrix. These are the cofactor. Cofactor matrix will be -1. I think that yes, this is the cofactor matrix. -1, -4, 1. You can see here -1, -4, and 1 like this. So this is the cofactor matrix. And after calculating the cofactor matrix, this is the cofactor matrix I have mentioned here. Then adjoint of A, that means you have to do the transpose of this. then calculating the transpose of this one is this, then inverse of A equals to adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. Determinant of, what is the determinant of A? Determinant of A was -3. Then this is the transpose of this one. This is, you can see here, this is the row and this is the column. So transpose means, I told you, take this row and convert it into the column. 1 minus 1 minus 4 1, and this is 5 minus 23, like this. So after calculating to this one, we have approached to this step. So I think this one is clear to all of you. This question is very important. You should try to solve questions based on this method, and the rest part we will discuss on the next video. Thank you very much. Take care.